Alright guys, what is going on? My name's Calvin, and today we're playing some Battlefield 4. At the moment, as you can see, I've got my FPS counter in the corner there, just to kind of show you what I'm getting. I'm using a GTX 550 Ti. It's not that bad to be honest with you, everything on low. At the moment I'm only recording perhaps at 30 FPS. So it's a little bit more stable. It doesn't jump about. But I think there's a problem with optimization. I just don't think it's fully done yet. I think, you know, there's been a problem because from what I can see, there's a lot of big jumps. Nothing that I'm too bothered about because it does seem to stay, you know, above 30 enough. But like there, as you can see, it's kind of dropped a little bit. But what I mean is, like, when I'm not running frap, when I'm not recording and I haven't capped fraps at 30 FPS, I do get up to, you know, 100, 110, 120. But then randomly it'll just drop, and I'm like, well, you know what I mean? Like, it'll just go from like 100, 120 to like 30, and it's like, well, that's a big drop. Like, that's not because of I've got a Imperial graphics card. That's because it's just not stabilized very well. Wow, really got a hit mark on him. So yeah, I mean, as you can see there, it does glitch about a lot. But anyway, this is my kind of first thoughts of the game. I do like it. I think that it all depends on whether just to think the game is similar to Battlefield 3. You will. If you haven't played Battlefield 3 and, like, if you're not like a hardcore Battlefield 3 player, you're gonna just be like, it's kind of the same thing, just slightly different, you know, different maps, different guns, and different mechanics of how things work. But apart from that, to be honest with you, it's kind of the same, and that's fair enough. It kind of does. The only thing I would say is if you were like a really hardcore Battlefield player, you just put hours and hours and hours in it, you would probably notice that it's actually different, and a lot of things are good, and there's a few things that are bad. I mean, I've only kind of know them because I've looked into it. But yeah, I mean, apart from that, to be honest with you, it's pretty solid. Sniper gameplay here. And you can see I'm terrible at sniper at the moment. So yeah, I think I'm gonna lie down for this one. Get this tripod out. We'll zoom in so we can cut some people off before these switch spawn. I'm surprised that wasn't a one-shot kill. But yeah, guys, I mean, I can run the game. I can play the game. I mean, everything is on low, but I play in everything on low anyway because I like to have a lot of frames. I like my frames because there is a big difference between 30 and 60. On Battlefield, it's always been an issue, and it always will be. Just how the game is. But I think they've done a good. You know, I think they have changed. Like, especially the game modes, I think. Obviously, because there is domination, and something on Battlefield where it's a big map with big maps and a lot of kind of just warfare. Something like domination doesn't really fit in, but actually I quite like it, surprisingly. So yeah, I quite enjoy it, and I think that's actually something good. I think, but that also shows that they have improved just general infantry kind of combat, you know, gun v gun, which is nice. Which is nice. The only thing that really like stands out to me is why, you know, you comment at this screen here. Why can't I set up my classes, or you know, like, why does it only show me leaderboards and my next unlocks and stuff? I don't get it. I don't understand. It's a bit pointless. They had it in Battlefield 3, and I thought they would add it in Battlefield 4, to be honest with you, because it makes sense. But obviously that's wrong, and I don't know. They just feel that it's not necessary. I guess I don't really know. Apart from that, I am loving the game. I think it's fun. But the only thing that's kind of annoying me, I just think Conquest is... It's just, I don't know, I'm not finding it as fun. I think, for some reason, for me, Conquest now, it's like, the only way to kind of play it is if you have a squad full of friends that you're all on this call with, and you're having fun. That's the only way I can see me playing Conquest. Other than that, I think I'm just going to play Rush and Domination, because I quite like them. My friend just texted me that anyway. So I think what we're going to do is whack out Salt. Another big problem I'm having here is it just takes so long to unlock a new gun, and this starting weapon for Assault is terrible. And the same for Engineer. I mean, I don't even want to use the Engineer. Like, that starting weapon for the Engineer, in my opinion, is the worst decision anyone could have made. I think it's really bad. I get flipping shot by a sniper, huh? But obviously, let's kill me instead. So I'm getting a new card, a new card at some point. I don't know which one I'm gonna get. I think I want to get the AMD 7870. I think it's probably what I'm gonna get, because I was gonna get a 650 Ti boost, but I'm just gonna go with the AMD because obviously this game is clearly, you know, optimized and all that for AMD. And you know, a lot of people are saying, you know, AMD's bought out and stuff like that, but they really haven't. I mean, the only reason it's optimized is because both next-gen consoles have that, you know, that whole AMD GPU. So, and the next-gen consoles are quite powerful. So it's like, rather than doing what Battlefield usually did, and just focus on PC and just not even try and make the console games even decent, because there was no point, because they were just so outdated. Now there's actually a reason, you know, now they can actually sit down and go, okay, well, let's make a decent console game, because we actually can do what we want to do with this whole evolution and how well it's going. I've played Battlefield 4 beta on Xbox, and it was terrible, man. It was like this terrible game, and I don't know, play it on PC. I mean, I couldn't play it on PC because it kept freezing and stuff until like the last day or whatever, and everything was fixed. That's a beta for you, isn't it? I think the betas are fun. I think it's great for, obviously, DICE, because they get, you know, a lot of stuff fixed that they wouldn't probably get if they didn't do all that, because the game is so big. But I think it's great for people who are not necessarily Battlefield players. Kind of just get a feel for the game, you know, to kind of think, oh, actually, maybe I could buy this, and maybe it is something to step up. You know, there's a lot of, it is a little bit more like COD. I mean, I'm a hardcore Call of Duty player. I say that, I put so many hours. I think actual game time, Modern Warfare 3, something like 11 days. Just game time. You think 11 days of just playing, you know, that's just in-game time. Now the amount of time I spent in private, and that's just ridiculous. But that's one of the games that I enjoyed. It kind of went downhill. So hopefully, I mean, Ghost, I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm gonna buy it. So hopefully, it's not as bad as it looks. For me, Ghost just looks really bad. Just not looking forward to it. Hopefully they they wow me when I buy the game eventually. And I'm making videos on it as well, like I do with Battlefield. I'm going to be making, you know, some tips and tricks for Battlefield as well. Not that I'm amazing, but, you know, just tips and tricks that's going to help you as I progress in the game. I think the best way to look at it is kind of, you know, so I'm gonna play the game a lot more, and I'm gonna show you what I've learnt as me being kind of new to the game. Although I did play Battlefield 3, I'm kind of still new. And then I'm gonna show you what I've learnt and how I came across it, and then progress on to you. Another thing that's kind of a bummer for me, no, but not bummer, sorry, what I think they've done good is that they've put vehicles, what, you know, you defaultly start with, down. Like, I mean, up, sorry, so every vehicle spawns with, yep, flares and stuff and smoke, so that when you get locked on by some guy who's sweated it out and has every bloody machine gun attachment and lock on stuff, you don't just constantly die, which was a big problem in Battlefield 3, because you get the people, the hardcore people who have the overpowered jets, and you just were unable to level up or get a better jet because you just couldn't, because you just can't win. And the jet movement, again, it's still pretty terrible using a keyboard and mouse. I suggest you get a joystick. You know, suggest you get a flight simulator stick. But helicopter and stuff, yeah, it's pretty the same. I like the helicopters actually. They're quite good. I think they haven't made it a little bit easier, but at the same time, they still got that kind of helicopter kind of feel to it. Yeah, I guess they took down the first. Okay. The maps, I think it's alright. I think the whole evolution idea was just took way out of proportion. Like, I think that it was unnecessary for them to make it this big thing of evolution. And really, like, I mean, things like this I think are good. I think that is evolution. That is awesome. You know, you can open and close hatchets, and you can block windows, and just things like that's good. But falling towers and, you know, like the Siege of Shanghai, I think it's really, I don't like that. I don't like how you destroy the tower, because I actually prefer the tower being there. I like the tower. I think, especially Conquest, when the flag's at the top, see them, it's better. It's good. You know, you've got this one way to get up, and, you know, from the ground, and there's obviously helicopters. And I think it's really cool, awesome tower combat. But when you're playing a normal game, it's terrible. You know, like when they take it down, it just becomes this pile of rubble with a flag on it. You know, it's like not as good as if you were to get leave the tower there. And I think that's why a lot of people tell not to do blow up the tower, because it's not as fun. It's not as good. I don't play Conquest that much. I'm liking the Rush style of gameplay. I quite like the gun on gun. It's fun. I'm actually enjoying it. I think it's improved a lot more compared to Battlefield 3. That's obviously my opinion. So, you know. So apparently B's been on. Let's go take it back. How long is left in this game? Not that long. Wow. Couple of issues that I generally think, you know, wow, this game, you know, bit unnecessary is the just the sometimes you get killed and it kind of shows you the kill cam, like the player who killed you and stuff. That sometimes just spazzes out like really hardcore, and I just got frame rate ridiculous then, so it's a bit of an issue as well. I love that revive, thank you. I also like the, you know how it goes up in 10 health? That's good. It's not better than going to 1, it was so pointless. This map is not my favourite. I really don't like this whole so much cover thing. I just don't know why I don't like it, I just don't like it. Not my type of thing. Now I'm getting server lag. Which brings another issue. I have a lot of people crashing and just things that really shouldn't happen. Vehicle hit. Oh, and now there's one behind us. Great. Anyway, guys, I know the game hasn't ended yet, but I'm just gonna kind of that was just my first thoughts on the game. I'm sure that a lot of the things that I've addressed about, you know, issues, especially the optimization, which is the main point, will be addressed. I think that after, you know, they've got their hands on the game a little bit more and they've stabilized drivers a little bit better, I think it's gonna be a lot better. But I think definitely, you know, DICE need to do some stuff to help NVIDIA, because NVIDIA drivers are just NVIDIA cards are just really not optimized very well, and I don't know whether that's, you know, on, you know, AMD's part of not wanting them to, or something like that. I don't really know, but I mean, it does seem like DICE and EA do have a secret deal on, because obviously Mantle came out. You know, Mantle and Battlefield 3 have been kind of this whole, they've been talked together a lot, so than any other game, so I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's just my kind of first thoughts on Battlefield 4 and how, you know, what I think, my opinion. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, then please hit the like button below, and there will be loads more Battlefield 4 videos coming up for you guys. Whatever you want, post a comment down below, tips and tricks, I will do that. And yeah, see you guys later, and have fun. Subscribe please if you don't. Yeah, thanks, bye.